Welcome to the 114th edition of Make Pro Wrestling Majestic again. I am Tiger Height.
And I can't believe Mercedes Moné lost a championship.
I know. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We have a couple of things to talk about before. First, some drama. There was some late stuff, and I did get some screenshots of it, but we will cross that bridge here in a minute. But first, the TNA Impact news where they're going to AMC Network.
Yes.
Obviously, the AEW fans are pissed.
Yes.
I think it's hilarious of just the lies that they're spreading on that. It's like, okay, we know pretty much all the details.
Right.
Also, to my knowledge, and this was confirmed by Carlos Silva, the president of TNA, that this is not going to affect their relationship with WWE.
Right.
He said it. He said it's not going to affect
I don't even know why someone would bring something like that up.
Because they want TNA to fail. They're like, oh my gosh, now TNA has to stand on their own. I mean, they were doing fine without WWE and NXT. They were doing just fine without them. The fact that they have them is just bolstering a really good product right now. Last week was okay. Dave Meltzer's a moron. He basically tried to disparage people for seeing Zootopia 2. Let's talk about Zootopia 2. One of the characters was voiced by CM Punk. The Nick guy is, actually a lot of the wrestlers, he is their agent to have those deals that are non-wrestling related.
Yeah.
He helps them out. So Zootopia 2 was the highest grossing animated film ever.
Yep.
It box officed in China $100 million just by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy. I'm generally not a huge fan of those kinds of movies. I've heard good things about it, pretty much like across the board.
So are AEW fans pissed because there are WWE wrestlers who are voice acting?
Yes.
Like literal like Zootopia characters?
Yes, and it's like, okay, are we just going to ignore that MJF had a role in Happy Gilmore 2?
Right, are we going to ignore that?
Yes. Well, they're probably going to ignore it because then they have to acknowledge that Becky Lynch was also part of that movie as well.
Oh, that's true. She was, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was one of the main villains at the very end. It's kind of weird that they totally missed it. Let's talk about the Paul Heyman shove.
Oh, yes.
So after Survivor Series, the kid came up and got to touch Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman shoved him. And AEW fans are weird about this because, oh, why would you do that? Aren't you not a kid-friendly company? Okay. So
we all know that. So let's just preface this: AEW fans are retarded, and they are also bad people.
They are bad people because they don't understand that where the fuck was the parent?
Right.
They should not be getting that close to a celebrity.
Right.
Paul Heyman and CM Punk are celebrities. You don't get all handsy with them because
they're not the goddamn Pope.
Right. Well, no, this is the failure on security.
Yes,
they should be on there.
Failure.
Now, the parents should also be there. I don't know why they got so close. The thing is that if we are going to start accepting this kind of behavior, then what happened to Saraya, I think yesterday, will also be just as good. Somebody spanked her while she was at a signing. That is not acceptable behavior.
No, that is not acceptable behavior.
It's like, are they the same equivalent? I mean, should we... This leads to that.
Yes.
This is what we can't do this. Was the push from Paul Heyman maybe a little too aggressive? Yeah. But he doesn't know. He's trying to get away from this situation.
Mm-hmm.
So them saying that this is a gotcha is ridiculous. Also, are we just going to ignore the MJF thing when he threw water on that kid just by standing there?
Right.
Oh, we're just going to ignore that one. Or what about the Jon Moxley thing where he shoved that producer and the producer actually got injured and is suing AEW and Tony Khan? Are we just going to ignore those?
Yes,
of course we're going
to
ignore. We're just going to ignore them. So Larry passed away.
I was going to talk about this one too.
Well, I'm going to talk about it in the preface of the fuckheads who are...
Yeah, all the people who are attacking CM Punk.
Because all AEW fans are bad people.
Yay!
It's so weird. People say that every time that I say that. It's not true because why would I broad brush paint a whole group of people? And
we only do broad brushstrokes on people if everything they say is true. Or
Yeah.
if everything we're only talking about facts here on this channel.
Exactly. These are facts. Every time you say that, there is evidence that piles on and piles on and piles on of the opposite. You can't just say that. Once again, we need to go through what makes you an AEW fan and what makes you like AEW. Those are very different things.
Right.
The AEW fans attack others. The AEW fans gatekeep
Yes.
AEW because, oh, you don't get it. No, you can like AEW without being an AEW fan.
Right.
You can look at reality and say AEW right now is not as good as it was in 2019
Yes.
through 2021. It just wasn't. I can look at reality that the ratings are not good for those shows. If you can look at those things, acknowledge their existence, say, I like AEW, but it's okay to like other promotions.
Right.
You like AEW. You're not an AEW fan.
Right.
Because that's a cult.
Yes, AEW fans are a cult.
And more people are starting to see it. And it's great because fuck all of you. So people were saying, of course, it's the AEW fan.
Of course, it's Dave Meltzer, the biggest AEW fan.
And he confirmed it. So Hiroshi Tanahashi wanted to either tag with or wrestle Shinsuke Nakamura
Yes.
during his retirement
Right.
match. That's what he wanted. But CMLL and AEW blocked it.
Yes.
And now it's been confirmed by Dave Meltzer. It has been confirmed by your supposed number one source.
Right.
That's not WWE.
No.
I'm sure they would be 1,000%
Oh,
okay with it.
WWE lets people. They let people do fuck all these days.
Right. Like, they just do other wrestling shows. But no, this is blocked by two petty bitch-ass companies. That's just what this is.
Yes.
And now it's been confirmed. Hiroshi Tanahashi said it. And then you didn't believe him. He's the one who... But at the same time, here's the other problem. New Japan Pro Wrestling need to grow a fucking backbone.
Yes.
If you wanted Shinsuke Nakamura, you got to put your fucking foot down and say, you know what? If I cannot have this, fuck you. Well, we have your world champion. He's in one of the bigger matches on the card and all of this. Okay, fuck you. That's it. I'm going to strip Konosuke Takeshita of the title, and I'm done with this relationship if this is how you're going to act.
And then I'm going to work with WWE.
Yeah.
And TNA and NWA and all the other places that WWE has working relationships with.
That are succeeding.
Yes.
When WWE works with these companies, Pro Wrestling Noah is doing a lot better than it has
Yes.
been. TNA clearly.
I would have thought if I was Hiroshi Tanahashi, I would have just quit at New Japan Pro Wrestling, signed a one-day contract with Pro Wrestling Noah, and then face Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, but at the same time, he is the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, that's true. He needs to grow a pair of balls.
New Japan needs to grow a fucking spine. Like, this is ridiculous. You can't do this. And now your company is suffering.
Yes.
Because of the AEW thing.
Yes.
Look at TNA. Look at the prime example of TNA. Look at the prime example of Pro Wrestling Noah. Let's go on your soil. Who have WWE poached from their promotion?
I mean,
not
many.
Not a single one.
WWE didn't poach Joe Hendry technically.
But the thing is that they set up TNA for success because everybody knew Joe Hendry was going to leave.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace was a big part of the Knockouts division right there, and then she left. It's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
We have other people here. We have Tessa Blanchard. We have Lei Ying Lee, but they built these stars up to be on that credible level.
Yes.
And WWE helped with that.
Yes.
Same thing they're doing with AAA. AAA right now is doing really good.
Yes.
They're exposed to a brand new, huge-ass market. Well, CMLL is older. Yeah, where's CMLL in America?
Right.
I would love to see. Where is that exposure? I don't see it. Do you see it?
Nope.
I see more exposure for Pro Wrestling Noah.
Yeah.
And they're not working as closely with WWE.
Right.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Freddie Prinze Jr. is a fucking
And
retard.
again, I was going to talk about this one too. Freddie Prinze Jr. is an idiot.
Dude, multiple sources have said the opposite. You can't just say this.
Again, is this a guy bitching about his opinions?
Yeah, exactly. Why are we listening to the guy who played the live-action Fred from Scooby-Doo? Why are we doing that? He was the actor.
I know.
Now, The thing is that, yeah, he was a writer for WWE.
Yeah.
He was involved in that. But at the same time, you just can't say this. It's like
he was involved during that whole like reality era, right? Yeah, that's kind of on point.
Better get their money back. Oh, trust me, they're getting their money. They're getting their money's worth. That's why there are multiple shows. That's why ESPN wanted to do an extension. An extension. And of course, these people are working in other properties, like, if I'm not mistaken, Pixar, who made Zootopia 2, is owned by Disney.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's almost like voice actors are doing these things. It's crazy. And these are WWE wrestlers. It's amazing.
And not AEW wrestlers. And I was going to talk about this one too.
There's a lot of overlap.
There was a lot of overlap because there was a lot of drama around the news story. So Netflix is looking to purchase Warner Brothers.
They have put in the offer.
Yes.
$82 billion. That's crazy, number one. Number two, what does this mean for AEW? Here's the thing.
It's for the time being, it doesn't mean anything.
It will mean something for HBO Max.
Yes, it will mean something once it'll also mean something once their contract comes up too.
Because Netflix, because here's the thing. Yeah, the channels are owned by sister companies, but that's still Warner Brothers Discovery. That's what Netflix is buying.
Right.
They're buying all of that. Right. Now, they have to go with all the other property to get what they really want, which is the studio and the name and all of that, because Warner Brothers Discovery has been around for a really long time. They have a reputation. So here's where I am regarding this. I don't think right now that AEW is going anywhere.
No.
Now, HBO Max might be gone first. But I think they're going to be at least in the channel for at least right now.
Well, yeah, because they have that contract going until 2027.
Right. But they're going to look at these things and say, is it going to be worth it? Why would I put on this live wrestling bullshit with these toxic fan bases and the little snowman bitch when I can put on a replay of Big Bang Theory that was put out 10 years ago and get 2-3 million viewers?
Right.
Every single week, guaranteed. Like, that's how Big Bang Theory is, and that show is terrible. Like, it's really bad. But this is fairly big. Peanut Gallery will most likely talk about the the bits and pieces of it, but I wanted to go at it with the drama part of it.
Yeah, Tony Khan, there must be
AEW better. They better be sweating in their boots a little bit.
Yeah, well, I hope that AXS still has a time slot for them.
Probably not. I think their standards are even better. Tony Khan once again said that they're closing the gap as the wrestling industry leader.
What does that mean?
It means that people are going to go to AEW instead of WWE for wrestling, which is absolutely a complete lie. It will never happen.
Right.
Because WWE right now is so white hot. It's like saying that Bellator is going to be the industry leader against the UFC.
Right.
It's just not going to happen.
It's not. I mean, now if I said, 2019 through 2021 AEW, I might say yes. But I don't see any fresh new people signing on with AEW.
I mean, anybody who does that is a fucking idiot. Right. I'm sorry. They're just an idiot. Because look at people's careers. Who benefited? Who here? Okay, there might be some outliers. Right. Cody Rhodes did benefit. Jade Cargill did benefit. They did benefit.
Blake Monroe, she did benefit.
She did benefit. Now, she made the wrong choice. Because WWE were going after her already when she was still with Stardom.
That's true.
So the thing is, it's like, okay, when you you have the choice. Will Ospreay made a choice? It was the wrong choice. Swerve Strickland, he has benefited.
Yes,
I'll give him that. Hangman Page, been kind of in the same boat. But it's like Mercedes Moné's name is in the absolute mud. Absolute mud. Athena is barely on there, and I like Athena. These girls I do like.
But she's languishing in Ring of Honor, which doesn't even have a TV deal.
Right. It's ridiculous. So closing the gap in what universe and in what metric? You need to give me something more tangible than really closing the gap, because that can mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
If you're talking about revenue, that's a lie. If you're talking about TV ratings, that's a lie. If you're talking about the quality of wrestling, that's a lie. If you're talking about attendance, it's all lies.
Right.
You just can't show me a tangible metric that makes you a quote-unquote industry leader.
Right.
And this was the last one, where this was Sarah Stock She kind of went on a little Twitter tirade about AEW because apparently it is full of corruption. It's full of negligence. There are multiple stories here, and of course, the AEW fans are
attacking her.
Are attacking her because they can't handle the truth. This person was a coach in AEW. She was on ground floor. She was hired on first thing in 2019.
Oh my god!
And of course, they bring up her arrest, and that does what exactly?
Right.
Other than makes you look like a petty little bitch,
right?
Because she's speaking facts here. And here's the thing: Sarah's not the only one who said these things.
Right.
Ray Phoenix said the same thing. Frankie Kazarian said the same thing. Multiple examples of people saying the same thing. There's something here. Yeah, I don't know. It's cute. It's called a pattern.
Yeah.
It's called a pattern. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Anyway, when we come back, we got some news.
Yay.